Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. My name is Ben Heisler and welcome into the Thrive 5 presented by ThriveFantasy.com. If you guys are new to Thrive, here's how the game is played. Thrive offers daily fantasy contests using prop bets for your plays, but instead of salaries, it's with easy, straightforward prop bets. You choose 10 out of a possible 20 prop options for NBA contests, or you do 5 out of 10 for their daily PGA contests. The less likely the prop is to occur, the more points you will receive, and just like in DFS, the more points you end up having, the more money you will win. If you want to just play the props on your own as opposed to playing in a contest, just head over to the props lobby, make your picks, and take your shot to win up to 11 times your entry. And of course, be sure to use promo code Benny, B-E-N-N-Y, when you sign up at ThriveFantasy.com or on their mobile app for iOS and Android. You put in $20 and they will match it right away. So let's begin today's episode a little bit different than how we've done it in the past. We're going to go over my 3-play props for NBA tonight, where if you bet those 3, you have a chance to go 6.2 times your entry. And then we'll get into a couple of my favorite golf bets for the PGA Pro-Am over at Pebble Beach coming up on Thursday. So let's kick things off. Prop number 1, Tim Hardaway over 3.5 rebounds. Prop number 2, Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat with the over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And prop number 3, Trae Young with the under 39.5 points and assists. So let's start with Tim Hardaway. It's getting more difficult for Dallas not to continue to give him meaningful minutes. ESPN's Tim McMahon tweeted out that the Mavs are 22-12 when he starts, and more minutes is going to lead to more volume and more opportunity, particularly versus a team that is inconsistent when it comes to jump shooting in Memphis tonight. As for Bam Adebayo, his average is on pace for 28.5 points and rebounds per game. And then you factor in this late assist surge with 2 double-digit assist games in his last 4 games. So even against a tough defense like the Clippers, I think the minutes and the volume should be there. And finally, I'm leaning under 39.5 on points and assists for Trae Young because it's a fairly straightforward fade the public contrarian play tonight. If you go and play the over on Trae Young after Minnesota traded away their 2 starting point guards, that's where likely everybody is heading. But if anything, and start looking at their depth chart a little bit, I think it means more time for Jarrett Culver in that point guard spot, who's an elite level defender, and I think he's going to find himself matched up on Trae Young instead. So I think the under is actually the sharp play here in the direction that I want to go in. So now let's go to the contest lobby and go for our couple of PGA picks when it comes to the Pro-Am at Pebble Beach tomorrow. The first pick for the contest, how about lefty? Phil Mickelson with the over 3.5 on Eagles and birdies. Phil has just been flat out dominant at Pebble Beach over the course of his career. 7 wins over 22 years. He's also been playing some of his best golf of the year, finishing really strong at the Saudi Open over the weekend. Had a top 10 finish and also won Pebble Beach a year ago. So I think he's going to come in with a ton of confidence for this matchup. And I think the over on Eagles and birdies, you're really not playing the Eagle play. It's more along the lines of birdies. I think that comes out really nicely for him. And finally, to round out the Thrive 5 for today, here's a contrarian play to maybe gain a little leverage on the field. We're going to take the over 66.5 strokes for the lead front runner in this field in Dustin Johnson. In his last 2 trips to this tournament, DJ has only cleared the under on 66.5 at Pebble Beach just twice in his 8 rounds, but because he's the favorite by a wide margin, the public's likely going to be all over him to hit the under, which is still 5.5 under par. So even if he shoots a 67, that's still good enough for 5 under par on day 1, and the over would still hit. So there you go, guys. That's our Thrive 5 for Wednesday, February 5th. Of course, you can find all these props right at ThriveFantasy.com or download the app to make your picks and get them in before contests kick off. And for all the latest news, make sure you guys are following us at Thrive Fantasy on Twitter and on Instagram. And don't forget to use promo code Benny when you register over at Thrive Fantasy for a $20 match. Until next time, guys, enjoy the props for tonight. My name is Ben Heisler. We will talk to you guys soon. Good luck tonight.